Hey everyone, my name's Mr. Saric, and welcome to my guitar class. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about how to hold your guitar. And I know that seems mundane, but I've got some tips that will help you tremendously improve the technique in your left hand. Now, speaking of the left-hand guitarists, if you haven't started guitar just yet, and you're asking the question, should I buy a left-handed guitar? The quick answer is no. My reasoning for that is both hands are going to be used on the guitar. So if the left hand dexterity is better already, I don't see that as a problem. And the other thing is, when you go into a guitar store, you're going to see 50 right-handed guitars to one left-handed guitar. So in terms of selection, I would stick with right-handed. The first step is going to be choosing a chair that is right for you. Don't pick a chair with arms, or else you might look something like this. The most important part about choosing a chair for you is to make sure that when your feet are flat on the floor, your thigh is level, because that's where we're going to be placing the guitar. Now in my case, I'm just using a simple fold-up chair, and it fits me perfectly. If you can't find a chair that does that for you, select a slightly higher chair and add some stuff under your foot to bring your thigh level. So here are a couple of ways that I've come up with over the years to do just that. The first and most adjustable option is the footstool. If you don't want to spend any money, here are some other options. You can use a guitar case, but please don't wear your shoes on it. Check out those socks though. Cooking pot, Tupperware container, shoebox. One of my favorites, a random block of wood from the garage. Now that you've picked an appropriate chair, we can get your guitar out. Okay, now that we have our guitar, we're going to hold it with the thickest string at the top. And we're going to take the curve of it and place it on our thigh. Now when we place it, we want to keep it vertical, okay? You don't want any 45-degree angle. And I know for beginners it's a little bit easier to see what you're doing, but you end up having to hold the guitar up with your left hand, and that's something we don't want. So nice and vertical. Next, we're going to take our right hand, and we're going to take our elbow and just bring it off the edge. So if you take your elbow and off the edge, just off the edge, find the edge, there it is. Then we want to slide it back to where our hand is in front of the sound hole. Now, if you're on an electric guitar, it's going to be between the pickups. And this is the perfect position to hold your guitar. So one of the things is, notice how my left hand isn't doing anything right now. This is going to allow it to glide along the strings wherever it needs to be and have the perfect technique. If you allow your guitar to tilt in a certain direction, if it's head heavy, it's going to fall into your hand. That's going to make you have a very awkward technique with your left hand because you're holding the guitar up. If it was heavy in the body, it's coming the other way. And with that, you'll see people are putting their thumb over the neck of the guitar to try and hold the guitar down. But if we have it held perfectly, there is no need for your left hand. Now, for electric guitar players, you may not be able to get a good hold because the body is a lot smaller. And a lot of the time, electric guitars are not weighted perfectly, so in this case, I chose this guitar because it is head heavy. Okay? It rolls to the head. Now, a way to stop this is simply to use a strap. And even if you're sitting down, adjust it so that it will hold it perfectly. Alright, so just to recap. Number 1, you need a comfortable chair without arms. Number 2, make sure that your thigh is parallel with the floor, nice and level. Number 3, your guitar is vertically placed on your thigh. Number 4, the elbow is in front of the edge of the guitar to give it nice range of motion. Number 5, your hand should be in front of the sound hole or between the pickups. And number 6, the most important part, is you don't have to use your left hand to hold up the guitar. If you like the video, hit the like button and please consider subscribing. Also, if you have any guitar related questions, leave them in the comments below and that will guide my future videos. Thanks for watching.